This domestic thriller snatches your breath in the first chapter and never relaxes. You will question every comforting routine you trust. Twisting premise. Parenting nightmares rarely start this fast. Anne and Marco leave their baby sleeping while attending a dinner next door. When they return, the crib is empty and the house feels invaded. Lapena wastes 0 pages on build-up. The kidnapping ignites before page 10. That speed yanks readers into reactive mode, mirroring the parents' panic. Police arrive, neighbors whisper, and every security light feels accusatory. Lapena layers suspicious details like forgotten wine glasses and malfunctioning baby monitors. Each clue creates another unsteady footing, keeping the premise elastic yet believable. Domestic familiarity turns uncanny, proving thrillers need no exotic locations to unsettle. I never questioned why the couple left. Guilt drives the horror more than negligence. That moral sting distinguishes this premise from countless interchangeable abduction plots. You feel complicit, glancing at your own unlocked door. The premise also plants seeds for marriage secrets that soon sprout. By chapter 3, you realize the kidnapping is only the surface. Media trucks swarm the street, turning private grief into public spectacle. That external pressure inflames every hidden resentment inside the couple's marriage. Lapena shows how crisis magnifies existing cracks rather than creating new ones. The premise thus interrogates vulnerability in communities built on polite distance. Readers anxious about infant safety will feel both seen and strategically manipulated. Characters. Under glass. Every player hides a shadow version of themselves. Anne appears fragile, battling postpartum depression and staggering shame after the disappearance. Her inner monologue vibrates with self-doubt, making her an unreliable narrator we still trust. Marco, outwardly calm, drips sweat beneath tailored suits and mounting debts. His desperation to keep investors happy feeds suspicion and sympathy simultaneously. Detective Rasbach functions as our rational anchor, probing lies with zen patience. He never steals focus, yet his steady presence sharpens every confrontation. Even secondary figures, like Anne's icy parents, pulse with possible motives. Lapena sketches them in quick strokes, avoiding bloated backstories that slow suspense. Voices stay distinct. You never confuse dialogue despite the rapid pacing. I especially enjoyed the moral murk surrounding the rich grandparents. Their wealth offers solutions, yet their control chills the room. Characters feel caged animals, observed through one-way glass, reacting to unseen watchers. That claustrophobia becomes the book's beating heart. You might not like anyone, yet you ache to know who cracks first. That emotional tension surpasses simple whodunit curiosity. Anne's mental health portrayal feels respectful, neither glorifying nor demonizing postpartum disorders. Her spiral becomes a lens for broader discussions about maternal expectations. Marco's backstory involving the tech startup scene grounds his motives in contemporary stressors. Lapena never indulges exposition. She leaks biography through tense interrogations and loaded silences. Even the babysitter, absent on the night, echoes through every accusation. Pacing and style Lapena writes like a conductor of panic. Chapters end with cliffhangers sharp enough to cut skin. Most average 3 pages, encouraging binge reading past bedtime. Point of view hops between Anne, Marco, and the detective in close third person. The switch happens cleanly, signaled by white space rather than confusing signposts. Sentences stay crisp, seldom longer than 15 words, mirroring anxiety's staccato rhythm. Lapena avoids gratuitous gore, relying on psychological dread and relational betrayal. Still, She sprinkles just enough procedural detail to satisfy crime aficionados. Flashbacks appear sparingly, serving revelation rather than exposition dumps. The midpoint twist flips everything without cheating. Clues existed, hidden beneath marital banter. After that, pacing actually accelerates, a rare achievement in thriller structure. I finished the last 70 pages in one sitting, heart racing. Only a few repetitive thoughts from Anne slowed momentum briefly. Otherwise, the prose feels invisible, serving tension rather than showcasing itself. Chapters alternate day and night, reinforcing suspense with natural circadian urgency. You sense dawn approaching and dread what daylight will expose. Short temporal markers keep the timeline coherent despite rapid viewpoint rotation. Lapena's journalism background shows in her economy of words and precision of detail. Subtle foreshadowing glints, then disappears, rewarding attentive rereads. Final verdict. The last reveal left me applauding alone in my kitchen. The couple next door succeeds because it transforms ordinary suburban rhythms into existential horror. Is it flawless literature? No. It is razor-focused entertainment, executed with cunning efficiency. Characters sometimes repeat worries, and coincidence greases one late pivot. Yet the emotional logic holds, preventing eye-rolling disbelief. I recommend it to fans of Gillian Flynn, Paula Hawkins, and tight domestic noir. If you crave deep literary introspection, look elsewhere. If you crave suspense, devour it. The audiobook also shines, thanks to Kirsten Potter's controlled narration. Even knowing the ending, I'd reread, just to watch the mechanics click. Trust me, you will double-check your baby monitor tonight. Book clubs will find ample moral quandaries for heated discussion. Parents, especially, may need a comfort read afterward to recover. Still, the experience feels cathartic because resolution, though dark, feels earned. Lapena leaves one ambiguous thread, inviting spirited debate rather than frustration. I closed the book exhausted, yet strangely invigorated. For deeper analysis and spoiler breakdown, read my full article linked in the description.